Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Krita, and this is FTB Interactions. Yes, yes. Woohoo! Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Haha. I am a very forgetful person because I have had the resources ready for some awesome cooking abilities, and I have not done a single thing about it for a long time. Probably like 5 or so episodes. I have meant to do this every single episode, and it's kind of driving me a little bit mad that I haven't done it. So, what this needs is one of each of these saplings, and this will make gardens. And these little gardens give us access to all the Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, and the little plants are harvestable or duplicable by the plant matter ball thingamabobbers. Okay? I have stuff we want to do, but I need to do this for my own sanity before we move on. Need some more bottles, toss that in there. So here's the first one, shaded garden. And then we have oak garden. Probably going to need some different sources of fuel if that's going down so fast. Okay. Cooking. How are you all today? I'm doing pretty well. We did a lot in between episode. If you look up here, there's another surprise in store. Up there, there's Windy Garden. So if I break these, right, it's gonna, oh, it doesn't show me. That's unfortunate. Place over water in your crops. That's nice. Eat the wheat. We'll be able to get a quest reward that's pretty darn useful, along with some other things. So let's put that in there just so we don't have any issues. There's some cottontails for a soggy garden. And here we are with the 6th one, the arid garden. Oh, alright, we've got so many. You see, this was on the first page. I had this ready when we were still in the overworld. Oh, alright. Let's see what we have. We got the LV machine hull in the last episode. And then we've been doing some exploring, so we have little easy things to accept here. All sorts of little goodies. And nicely wrapped little goodie bags right here. Oh, yeah, I found galena, which is silver. Finally found the flower. We had diamond a while ago, but diamond vein. We don't have actual diamonds. And let's see, I got together some carpets, and that gives us a morb with a sheep in it, along with an ink sac. I mean, I already have sheep, so I don't really see that. That's not a super useful reward. I did craft up all 40 of the motors, which was basically just a ton of iron rods, basically iron, copper, and tin wires. So there's those fellas. And let's put away all this good stuff. Lignite coal, we might need that at some point. And let's take a look at what these gardens are able to do for us. Lickety-split. Before that, though, we can take a look. There has been no progression on the underwater base, but you know what? This might be a little good spot for this in a moment. What we did do, or at least what I did, was up here is the new sky base. Way down there, we can see our homes are progressing very nicely. But up here, this is what I'm going to call sort of Olympus, or the Greek pantheon looking thing. This is a spot that I can grow some trees if I need to, but maybe I'll just make it a little garden of some sort. Ultimately, I really want to have these spread out, so maybe even on the overworld, I can always make more. It's a tricky thing, really, because these are how we get the first of every single item from Pam's, except for like fruit tree things. I did get together some things for this fella. And the best way to do this is to jump down, just make sure you don't land on the ceiling, and we immediately teleport in here because that's where the pad is, right behind this wall right here. Teleports us in. I also got together a satchel, and that just holds some nice things, pretty easy to make, no big deal, right? Let's see what we can find as far as those plant balls are concerned, because we do want to duplicate these right away to have a good time. There we go. Plant ball. Unfortunately, it's nighttime out there, so we might have a little bit of trouble, but we could just put this on the roof here. I took down everything else, so now the roof doesn't have much of a purpose. It's important for things to have purpose. And I think because this is a holiday, I'm recording this on Halloween, all of my zombies have wings. They're angels. It's pretty cool. I think it might, I heard someone saying that it might be like a, oh, I totally forgot. One of the mods does it. It's really cool. I really like it. What we're going to need is some dirt. Lots of it. And we're going to need some Philosopher's Stone action. There we go. Slap this down real quick. And just like that, we have all the space we probably need to be able to set up a repeatable farm for this, right? Because we only need to get one of every resource, so it should be pretty easy. Just slap down a few of these. We get a whole bunch of stuff. Does this have to be on sand? That one has to be on sand. No big deal. Alright, that is much better. So if we just break a few of these, we should see a repeating pattern as far as what it gives us. It should maximize at some point so that if we break more in the near future, it'll just give us the exact same things again. So if we repeat that, and then we break these again, it should just give us the exact same things it did last time. Except that blue flax, that popped back up. Probably right-clicked incorrectly. Okay, so if we put these in, this spot shouldn't fill because everything has already been achieved. So now we can break Windy Garden stuff. Make sure we break a few of them, not all of them. Don't want to do a vein mine on these. That wouldn't be very ideal. Just save one in case we miss one. Probably want to do a second round on that. And that gives us a whole ton. Look at all this veggie we have. Right? Slap, slap, slap. And this time, if we don't have any repeats, we can satisfactorily say that we have every single thing that the Wind Garden gives us. And then we're done with it. Right? Put all that in there. Sweet. Don't only have one cucumber, so that's a little bit worrisome. That might be from something else, though. Might have broken something on accident. There's a lot here. Look at all that fruit and veg and grain. Excellent. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to turn all of this stuff into some pretty fantastically amazing gardens. Yeah, we're going to need farms up the wazoo. Probably, you know, a grain farm, or maybe more just specifically like one row for every single one of these fellows. I'm looking forward to that. All right, now that we've taken care of business, we can go and look at what we need to do. And what is that? We really need to make at least one machine and one steam turbine. And to do that, I think we need some circuits. Circuit. There we go. Some basic ones, I believe. All I have to do is find it. Integrated logic circuit. I'm going to press T or A on that, and that'll save it up here. This is going to become probably one of the most important recipes we know. And let's take a look again at what this takes, right? Red alloy wire. We need lots of alloy, red alloy specifically, vacuum tubes. I did get the mold for that, so then we just need to pulverize tons of glass, I think. So pulverize all the glass. Better get started on that. We have a macerator specifically for just macerating. It's no big deal. And we're gonna need, let's see, coated dudes. So pulverize or compressing some, probably sawdust. Sawdust I think might be a good idea. Maybe mechanism, wood pulp. That sounds good. What can we make with that? Yeah, I think that's our answer right here. Just take some good old-fashioned wood, I hope. Can we do that with just normal wood? And pulverize it. Come on. Actual wood. Well, crafting tables work. Let's take a look at that. I think I must have did that in the wrong order. There we go. Grab some of that and toss it in here as well. I think we'll try and prioritize that just a smidge so that we now have glass dust, and with that we can make we got this plate here, and now we can use a chisel on that to make the ball thingamabobber. Is it the mold? I think so. Alloy smelter. Yeah, mold one. There we go. Ball that up. Yoink, yoink. And now we're getting the vacuum tubes, I believe. And if we take this wood pulp, we just have to compress it. Where's the compressor? Yeah, I was making blocks of diamonds, or emeralds. Man, I always call them diamonds, because they're prettier than diamonds. They're the true diamonds of this game. They make me so happy. They're so much prettier than diamonds. I wish they were legitimately super important. And with that, we should be getting some wood plank. Take the wood plank, and no, we're not going to be making wood tools out of it. We want to make coated circuit boards. So that'll take a lot of that, right? So we now know where the vacuum tubes are coming from. We know how to make copper wire. We have paper. So that one is taken care of. This guy, we're just going to put some sticky resin on our wood planks, and the coated circuit board is taken care of. And resistors, right? Coal dust. Take some coal, pulverize it, Bob's your uncle. I'm going to be right back once I've made a few of these. Oh, it's been a long time coming, but we now have some circuits. Whew! That's no small feat right there. What are we missing still? We still could make a few. Let's see, can we make some more? How many do we need for the quest? 16. Okay. Behold, circuits. Yes, indeed. That gives us more stuff for circuits. I'm loving it. That is so fantastic. Right. We now have circuits. We have a machine hull. I think that what is next is we need to make a turbine. Heck yeah. Let's take a look at what we need for a turbine. Let's just take care of that real quick. We will want more of them. So let's just do that right now. Everything except, we got everything. Except just some little tin things. That's not a big deal. No big deal at all. Just slap that in there. We're gonna make a ton of those, right? What that just use up? Did that use up my file? Don't worry, we got extra files. Files for days. Alright. We now have the tin rod, the fan motor. We need the tin ring right there. Make like 16 of those bad boys. Yoink. And now, do we have everything? Nope. Still the tin screws. So we gotta get some saw action in this business. Get those. Make some screws. Come on, screws. There we go. And fan it up, right? I wish that when you shift clicked, it would be a little bit smarter about how things fit in here, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Whew. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this guy put together. Basic steam turbine. So excited that I do not have to do certain things soon. Alright. It has to power something. Right? So the question is, what does it need to power? I'm tempted to make like an autoclave or a sifter so that we can make proper deliciousness in the form of diamonds. But maybe that's not the right answer. Maybe. Because we can get crushed diamonds, right? No, we can't get crushed diamonds. So at some point we need a sifter. Do you need any fancy nonsense? Okay, you need a little bit of fancy nonsense. What about you? You're not that bad. Just a pump. Pump. Oh, I don't want to deal with a pump right now. Arguably, the two most annoying things that we just dealt with was making the plates, but most of all was making wire. So I think the most important thing right now is to make a wire bender thing, wire mill. And we have everything except for the casing, and that we know how to make. Boom. Boom. And I'm running out of air. Boom. Wire mill. Heck yeah. Give me that annealed wire. Some of these will give me really useful stuff. Which one gives me super useful stuff? Any of you? Chemical reactor, kind of. But I think we'll be able to make these. Let us slap this down. I don't think that our little conveyor belts are going to be good enough for that. So what do we have for pump rate? We have a mechanical pipe. How do I make that? Pipe seal? Iron rod around clay? That's no big deal. Basic logistics thingamabobber? I think that might be the answer. Again, I'm trying to avoid Ender IO because whenever I restart the game, it disconnects for some reason from my tank. And that's a big no-no. So let's see if we can make that, right? Let's get the logistic pipe thingamabobber put together thingamabob. Come on. Alloy smelter, fluid. Is there a good way of making this? Not right now. So we'll make this the not good way. Slap that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Logistics pipe. Get the gear. And 8 logistical transporters. Wonky wobblers. What does this do? Items, blocks, capable of transporting all the good stuff. But what we want is pipe seal thing. Get that, and we need a little bit more clay. Oh, we do have clay. That is a miracle. Absolute miracle right there. And, oh. Alright, that also gave us some quests. I like quests. Quests give me a configurator. I like configurators. Enriched alloy. Does that mean I can upgrade it right now? Just kaboom. That'd be cool. Come on, advanced mechanical pipe. Why not? Recipe is too large. Am I not in that window? There we go. Alright. Let us slap this down in a temporary fashion, and we'll start transitioning to proper electric stuff. Right? Where do you point? You point that way. So if I put you there, and we get some, we're gonna grab that jackhammer, yoink that right there. Oh no, the steam's gone. No, it's not. Just don't break the Tinker Tank controller and everything will be a-okay. And it gave us a configurator. We better not lose this, I have a hunch. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Configurator? Redstone activity turned to on. Shift. Pull. Yes. All right, we now have some energy going to the basic wire mill, and I think we should be able to put something like copper, which I made so many of. Oh, yes! Before I was getting one. And I was using these evil, evil wire cutters. Oh my god, they were the worst. Not needing these anymore is going to be a blessing, I tell you. I even made an extra because I was so sick of making them. I made like 4 at one time. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to look around while we wait for extra copper to pour in. Those don't have to get turned... Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yes! Be right back. Here's some pistons, and I should be able to put this together. The bending machine. Woohoo! Alright, so now we run into a problem where we're actually needing like multiple steam turbines if I want to power both of these. But we're going to need some cabling soon. And we're not too worried about actually running out of energy, because this thing pumps out a reasonable amount of energy for right now. And then soon we'll be able to have like unlimited via a big boiler, which is probably the next big step. Maybe a few more machines and they'll run at partial efficiency. Oh, this is where it's at. Huge yes. So this fella took 3 ingots and made 2 plates, whereas this bad boy, I put in some bronze. I don't know if we need bronze right now. We definitely need... screw it. Yeah, bronze. We put in some bronze to this bending machine, along with the proper circuit, which I think it's going to give us one. Bender, bender, we need a bender. Obviously, it's a metal bender, so that means its name is Toff. Keep that in mind, everyone. Toff. Very important. I think we can just turn a circuit into a programmed circuit. Toss that in there, and boom! We have 1-to-1 plates. Finally. That's going to save so much metal. It's hard to explain. And this wire thing is going to be a godsend. It's going to save me all the resources. So what else do we have? We could make a macerator. I don't think we need that quite yet. Forge hammer? Nah. Alloy smelter? Not quite. Compressor? No, I think our normal compressor works. So we have the 2 majorly important machines. Now, I want to get an electric blast furnace. I think that's the plan. Okay. 2x copper. It's not that tricky. I think we'll have an easy enough time making this bad boy. Blast furnace. Here we are. We'll need the centerpiece first, and it's by far the trickiest. Graphite plate. That is where things get a little tricky. Graphite. How are we doing for graphite? Do we have graphite ore somewhere? Heck yeah, we do. No problem. There it is. Double click here to make things highlight. I love it. Can we just, macerate that up a little and then pulverize it again and then smelt it? Yeah, no problem. Alright, but for this, I think it's going to need to be a thing for the next episode. This episode, we cracked into electricity. Oh, and it is beautiful. These things are providing 32 EU electronic units per tick, and these guys require 32. So it's pretty convenient. I can have a cable set up, whereas on this cable, it's an MV cable, and it has an amperage of 4, but it loses 4 per block. And this annealed losses 2 per block. Same, it's a little bit better than the copper here. And I think we have some tin, that's a 1 amperage, and it loses 1 per block. So it is an option, if I want, to have a tin cable set up like that, and then it can connect to all the machines I want. It's an option. We're going to explore that. Hopefully, without too much trouble, we'll be seeing blue steel. Blue steel has 0, and it has an amperage of 4. I might not have noticed that in my original playthrough. But this guy, he can take 4 machines with 4 of these pumping into the same cable and be a-okay. Another thing we're going to want to be thinking about at some point is batteries. Specifically this battery buffer, which you need to put lots of batteries in. I'm excited. Oh, this guy. This reminds me. I got together the necessary resources to get Demonic Will. For this, it needed to have snares, and I went and made some. Not a big deal. Just, you know, put some flesh in the furnace cooker thingamabobber, and that made blood. Blood makes this thing after drying it. These things, throw at a monster, and it gives them a white particle effect, and then you kill them when they have that white particle effect, and it gives you this. And on the other side, I prepared exactly what we needed for that. Somewhere. I think I'm going to find it. There we go. Resonating wand. Hugely important. With the resonating wand and a few other pieces, we'll be able to make a light well. And the light well is critical for making starlight, liquid starlight. And we can do that in this bad boy up here. I got some things ahead of time. Yoink this in here. I think it does require that we have some runed stuff, but luckily the stars have chosen to give me some runed marble, along with a little bit of aquamarine, some lapis. That's nice. Sweet. And let's see if we have the necessary stuff. We don't. We need chiseled marble. I think we have a chisel, and we have marble, so all we need to do is find chiseled marble. It's going to be here somewhere. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Please give me a light well. And now I just smack it with the wand, and starlight will appear. Yes. Awesome. And then we have the light well. The light well, we just take a rock crystal, like this one, and we put it in there, and it'll slowly make this light stuff in there, right? And over time, this will give us liquid starlight. And I didn't really play with this very much in the test world, but I believe that we can use this to make all sorts of deliciousness, especially in the form of the chemical bath. This turns things from normal ore into dense ore, which when we cook it gives us native clusters, and that basically doubles everything immediately. No problem. Okay, so that little guy broke, and we don't even have a full bucket, but that's no concern. You just put more in there. And I think I'm going to try and focus on finding an easy way to get it. Specifically, if I'm really lucky, maybe there will be a chicken source in the form of this egg. And what do we need for that? We need the Starlight Crafting Altar. And then we pretty much have all of this stuff, and we'll be able to almost automate this if I can just figure it out. It shouldn't be that bad. The Starlight Crafting Table requires a little bit of stuff. Particularly, there's the Starlight, and we already have most of this stuff. We just need to figure out an easy way to make thaumium, and I think we can already make that. We have steel into this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Next episode, thaumium. This episode, however, has run its course. This has been Krita, and you know what? We now have a void to jump in. Oh no. Aww. Aww. The void isn't as good down here. Have a good day.